Hey, frugal friends, it's the Frugal Father here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing great. I hope that you all have had a great week, a great day, and hopefully you all saved or made some money this week, or did something good. So, in today's video, we are going to talk about what does financial independence mean, and why is it important, or why do we strive to get to that point? So, get ready for a great video today. If you haven't, please like, comment, share, subscribe. It of course helps the channel. And if you can share this video with other friends to help them learn or help them, be excited about something new and different or a different perspective, that would be great. So, and thank you all to our subscribers that we have so far. You all are great, and thank you so much for your comments as well. All right, so what does financial independence mean? So financial independence is when you saved enough money to support your basic living expenses for the rest of your life without having to work for a living or your standard 9-to-5 kind of job. A lot of people do it. I'm going to say a lot of people. There's been some movements. Hopefully, maybe you've heard of the FIRE movement. It's Financial Independent Retire Early. And they just sock away like 80% of their paychecks and live on 20%. So, they still, I believe, most of them, if you kind of look into it a little more, most of them are still working, but they're doing, projects that they want to do, whether it's starting a blog or a YouTube channel or something else. They're still doing something. But what they've done is they have put away all their money so that they're not giving up all their time for the 9-to-5, so that they're taking their time to, either do volunteer work or travel or spend more time with their family or friends or whatever it is. That's what they want to do. So, also with the financial independence, you want to cultivate a wealth mindset. Most of the time with anything that we do in life, it's our mindset. If we've grown up with always hearing the word, no, you can't do it, or no, you're not smart enough, or, whatever the no or you can't do comments that you've heard continuously throughout your life, especially mostly starting as kids, it's going to stick with you. So, shifting that takes time. Thinking that, no, I can learn. No, I can do this. No, I can be a saver. Yes, I can work more than one job. Whatever it is, it's that mindset. So building a solid financial foundation is great at any age, whether you can start that out right, at 18 or 21, or even if you're 60, you can restart or start your solid financial foundation. Okay, so don't ever think you can't do that. You've got to create multiple streams of income. I've talked about this before in another video, a side hustle video, the side hustles that I do. I've actually picked up 3 different ones that I'm trying out right now. So I will make a whole video about all my side hustles, the pros, the cons, how they work, all that stuff. So stay tuned for that one. But I'm building multiple streams of income because inflation, look, you can buy 2 gallons of milk, a thing of orange juice, and maybe a bag of chips for like $30-40. And that's not a lot of items. Whether you're just shopping for yourself or you're shopping for a family, or there's, different generations in a household, whatever it is. Inflation's eating us alive. So regardless of whether there was inflation or not, having those multiple streams is always important because you never know when a layoff is going to come, or a job restructure, or maybe you just need a career change. Maybe health crept up and you have to switch careers and it's going to pay less money than you're currently making. But if you've built those multiple streams of income, it's going to help you. And what do I mean by multiple streams of income? So it's just income. So income can come in a lot of forms, okay? It can come from investing in a savings account and it paying you interest, like a high yield savings account. A CD, a certificate of deposit, pays you interest. You can invest in mutual funds or bonds Dividend paying stocks are great. We always read the articles about, oh, this dividend will pay you, $3 a year. And, if you want to figure out how much you want for a year from just that one stock, you take the dividend, and then you're going to also take times how much, you want to invest, and then that'll be how much you get per year. So, creating a YouTube channel like this one. What else? Side hustles, they're more active. If you have rentals, or you can get into crowdsourcing, or lots of different things can give you multiple streams of income. But remember, don't just rely on one. If you started out with one, you've learned it, you kind of mastered it, it's coming in well, go on to something else. Because if one dries up or doesn't pay enough, or you're not getting as many jobs as you used to, you have another one coming in. Okay. And mastering the art of wealth preservation. So that's a lot of things. You hear online about, oh, I'm 23 and I'm doing, affiliate marketing and digital marketing, and I've made, $200,000 this year. And that is great. I have no problem with that at all. If you're out there working and you're trying to make your money, that's great, but you have to preserve it at that point. So any additional money that you have to figure out how to preserve it. Don't just spend it like, oh, well, I can go out and buy now my coffees every day, and I can go out and go on a shopping spree, or I can buy this fancy car, or I can buy the bigger house, or whatever it is. Sometimes we have to pause and think, no, I need to save this money. I need to preserve it. I need to make it work for me. Okay. All right. So let's get into some of my top things about how to get to financial independence. So we want to set life goals. What does that mean? So that's different for everyone. It's, what do you want out of your life? What does your lifestyle require? Are you content with, gardening? Are you content with just fixing things around your house? Are you content with, reading books, or just binge watching on Netflix? Whatever it is, what does your lifestyle require? Or do you love to go on all these expensive, great vacations, adventures, whatever it is? Sometimes we either have to pare it down for a while, or we have to figure out, okay, how are we going to still create something so that we can still have the lifestyle that we want? And what age is the deadline to save that amount? You have to have a plan. What is your plan to save this money? Do you want to save X amount in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? You have to map all that out. All right. Next, make a monthly budget. I always talk about the budget. I hated doing a budget. When I first got out of college, I hated it. I was so excited to get that big paycheck finally from, the hourly paycheck I was getting while I was working in college and high school. I want to do a budget. I want to get the money. I want to spend it how I wanted to. And, those spending habits do catch up to you. So definitely get the budget, work it. We've been on it for years. It's not even a big deal for us. We look at it, we revise it, and that's what we need to do. Pay off credit cards in full all the time. If you don't have a financial background, if you haven't learned about money, how it works, how interest rates work, don't get a credit card. You're not ready for it. Learn and then apply. Okay? So, credit cards, it's fine to use it. I'm not saying don't use it. We have to use it, right? Whether we're booking something online or paying for something for our kids' school or activity or whatever, it's a credit card, right? But the point is to pay it off in full. So if you know that, it goes back to that budget. If you know that you have this bill coming up, or that you only want to put gas on your credit card just to use it, you're going to have that money there to pay that bill when it comes in. So make sure you're always paying off that credit card. Next, create automatic savings. I love automation with certain things. I love the fact that I can set it up once and it just goes. It just goes. I don't even worry about it. I don't worry about transferring it. It's just there. So I always know that that savings account is constantly growing, or that investment account is constantly growing. But I do have the ability to make those changes at any point, which I do like. So If something happens, you can stop it, you can reduce it, or if you get an increase, then just automatically put that increase, away on the side. All right. Next, start investing now. There are so many ways to invest, guys. You can go online and do it yourself through accounts like Vanguard or Charles Schwab. There's Betterment, there's Robinhood, there's lots of different options out there for you to choose. But definitely once you've kind of done that emergency fund, the budget, all the basic steps to get to your So investing, we want to get started with investing. We want to look into Charles Schwab or Vanguard, or you can get a financial advisor. You can invest in savings bonds, you can invest in treasuries, lots of different things. But the next step is definitely to get started investing to pay you and to use that compound interest. Watch your credit score. We all want to make sure that we all have a great credit score because you never know when you need to go get a mortgage or a house or refi or do something like that. So make sure that you're tracking your credit score. You can go out and get free online yearly reports, and it's a good thing to do because not only for your credit score but also to see who's been looking at your credit or if there's any issues in your credit report. Negotiate goods and services. Again, it comes back to saving that dollar and figuring out what the best deals are and what you can negotiate. Can you negotiate a lower price on if you're getting a dryer, or can you negotiate some lower bill, trash bill, or something like that. So make sure we're negotiating as well. Stay educated and on financial issues. Not everybody likes it. Not everybody thinks it's fun, it's exciting like I do, and a lot of the other creators out here do. But that's how we've gotten smart. We have educated ourselves, we have read books, we have listened to podcasts, we've watched YouTube videos, we have talked to different people. We're constantly educating ourselves because there's something new that you can learn each and every time. You may not do it, but you can learn about it and think about it and maybe go about it a different way. Next is maintaining your property. Whatever it is, whether it's your car, whether it's your house, whether it's a boat, an RV, whatever it is to maintain that property. Because that way the value will be there. If you are going to list a house that needs repairs, or if you're going to list a boat that, half the bottom fell out, you're not going to get the same value as you would if you had maintained it and sold it for a higher price tag. Next is live below your means. Here on the Frugal channel, that's what we do a lot of times in the frugal lifestyle and community. We're definitely living below our means. We're not spending every single penny that comes in because we're using it for savings. We're using it for being prepared with our pantries and our food. We're using it for long-term goals. We're also using it to save for vacations and different experiences and things like that. So, we're not going out to eat all the time, and we're not, getting the latest car and things like that. So just live below those means. The next one is again, your preference, get a financial advisor. Do you want one? Do you want to pay the money? Some don't have, yearly fees, some do. Or do some sell you more products than others? Of course. Or do you feel strong enough or educated enough to do it on your own with those online platforms? So that's just something that you have to make a decision about. Next is take care of your health. If you're not taking care of your health, you're going to be sick, you're not going to be able to work, or if you can work a little bit, it's only going to be part-time hours or a lot less hours than you can do. You may not be able to do side hustles, so investing in your health is very important. That way you can achieve your long-term goals, you can go out and enjoy the lifestyle that you've envisioned for yourself at any age, but you gotta have your health, all right? So, bottom line, all these steps help. It's not just one, it's not two, it's a whole basket. It's a whole collection of things that are gonna help you get to financial independence. And you may not make it until your retirement, and that's okay. You may make it way earlier in your late 20s or 30s or even 40s, it just depends. But also, you may hit it and you may still love your job, but you have the means in place to say, you know what, if you get tired, if you get sick, whatever it is, you have those streams that if you quit, you can still pay your bills. You can still have the lifestyle you want. So with that said, guys, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you all got something out of this video. I love sharing it with you. I love sharing the tips. I love hearing about your tips. I love hearing about if you've achieved financial independence. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do have a blog, and I do have an Etsy shop, so if you guys want to check those out. Also links to all of my, and referral codes to all of my side hustles that I do. I've been doing all of those for at least 2 years, so they're not scams. I've tested them, I've done them, they're great. Everything is in the description box below. Take a look, and I hope you guys are doing great, and I will see you guys at the next video. Take care.